His name was Daniel Harrow, and he had not slept more than 4 hours straight in the past 3 years. Ever since his wife passed away from a sudden illness, he had been raising his 8-year-old daughter Lily entirely on his own, working double shifts at a small construction company during the day and coming home at night to cook, clean, and sit beside Lily's bed until she fell asleep. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of small moments to change lives, please stay with us and watch this story till the end. If there is any mistake or shortcoming in our story, please kindly forgive us and support us with your love, patience, and encouragement. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness True Stories. And tell us in the comments where in the world you are watching from. Your support means everything to us. Lily had been born deaf, and a tragic car accident 2 years ago had left her paralyzed from the waist down, taking away her ability to walk, to run, to do all the things little girls were supposed to do. But Daniel never let her feel like she was missing out. He painted the walls of her room like a garden, filled her shelves with books and art supplies, and learned sign language from YouTube, videos late at night after she was asleep, just so he could talk to her in her own language. Their world was small, but inside it there was enormous love. One cold Tuesday morning, Daniel dropped Lily off at her special needs school as usual, kissed her forehead and headed to work. He was halfway through framing a roof when his phone rang. It was the school nurse. She said that Lily had become extremely distressed, was running a high fever, and had signed something over and over that they could not fully understand. Daniel dropped his tools without a word, climbed down the scaffolding, and drove to the school in 12 minutes flat, still in his hard hat. When he walked into the nurse's office, he found Lily curled on a small cot, her face pale and wet with tears, her small hands shaking. The moment she saw her father, she raised both hands and signed slowly, clearly, the words burning in the air between them. "Please help me. It hurts. I am scared." Daniel crossed the room in 3 steps, dropped to his knees beside the cot, and pulled her gently into his arms. He did not say a word out loud. He signed back to her, holding her gaze. "I am here. You are safe. I will never let anything hurt you." He carried her to his truck, drove to the hospital, and sat with her through every test, every scan, every needle, signing to her constantly, translating for every nurse and doctor who did not know sign language, refusing to leave her side even when a staff member suggested he wait outside. The doctors discovered that Lily had developed a serious kidney infection that had gone undetected for days, likely from a complication of her limited mobility. It required immediate IV antibiotics and hospital admission. The news was frightening, but what the hospital staff witnessed in that room over the next 4 days became something none of them would forget. Daniel slept in the chair beside Lily's bed every single night. He brought her sketchbooks from home so she could draw. He signed silly jokes to make her laugh. He asked the nurses to teach him the names of every medication in sign language so Lily would never feel left out of conversations about her own care. On the 3rd day, a nurse named Patricia, who had worked in pediatrics for 19 years, stood outside Lily's room and watched through the small window as Daniel carefully brushed Lily's hair, signing a story to her at the same time, his hands weaving pictures in the air, while his daughter smiled up at him with complete trust and peace on her face. Patricia had to walk to the break room and compose herself before continuing her rounds. She later told her colleagues that in nearly 2 decades of nursing, she had never seen a parent communicate so much love without making a single sound. On the 4th morning, the fever broke. Lily's numbers improved dramatically. The doctor came in, reviewed the charts, and told Daniel that Lily was going to be absolutely fine. Daniel nodded, thanked the doctor, and turned to Lily. He signed to her. "You were so brave." Lily looked at him for a moment, then signed back slowly, carefully, the way she always did when she wanted to make sure he truly understood. "You are the best dad in the whole world." Daniel pressed his lips together, looked at the ceiling for just a moment, and then looked back at his daughter, with the steadiest smile he had ever managed in his life. People who pass through moments like this often say they do not feel like heroes. They say they were just doing what any parent would do, But the truth is that not every parent learns a new language for their child. Not every parent gives up sleep, comfort, and rest without resentment. Not every parent kneels on a hospital floor and signs, "I am here," when their child is too afraid to speak. Kindness like that does not announce itself. It shows up quietly, in the middle of the night, in a hard chair beside a hospital bed, with hands that have learned to say everything a heart cannot hold. If this story moved you, please show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel Kindness True Stories, where we bring you real stories of love, courage, and the quiet heroes among us. Every share helps us reach someone who needs to hear that goodness still exists in this world.